Welcome back, everybody. Folk and Funky Podcast, episode 13. It's been a minute. It's been a few months. It always gets a little busy for us in the summer with wedding season. But I will say, if you're lucky enough to have been to a wedding where our next guest is the Dholi, I guarantee you it was a good-ass time, because we have with us one of the premier Dholis in California. It's a long time coming, but he's here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ashi Dholi in the building.
How's it going, man?
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for having me on the podcast, man.
Thank you, man.
Welcome.
Thanks for giving us your time, man.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm honored to be here, bro. It's been a pleasure watching you guys do this, and it's amazing to finally get a chance to sit with you guys and actually be a part of this. So thank you guys for making this happen.
Appreciate it, man.
Pleasure, man. It's nice having a Dhol perspective on here, since we're so big on folk. You know what I mean? Like, and you're really well known and across North America as one of the best Dholis. So. But now, let's get you on.
Yeah. So what's the story, man? We always whenever we have Cali-based artists, man, we always love to hear how you guys got into music in the first place. You know, what got you into playing Dhol? When did you decide you want to do it full time? And how's it been going for you, man? What's your story?
Most of my journey with getting into Dhol and Bhangra just started from family members. Most of my family members are all in music and Kirtan background.
Okay.
And so my uncle Gulshan Singh, he actually is the one that is someone that I looked up to as a Dholi when I was younger, because he started learning from my Ustadji, who's also his Ustadji, Ustaad Lal Singh Bhatti.
And Slamz Ustadji as well. Yeah. The network is crazy, man.
Yeah. So I think just showing as a kid, and my hands never sat still as a kid. I was always tapping on a dabba or something, right?
Yeah.
And
that's how it goes.
Yeah, it starts there, Yeah. But my dadaji came from India and just brought back a small Dhol, and from there I started taking classes with Lal Singh Bhatti.
Okay.
And it's just, I think I was taking classes with him and learning under his guidance for about 10 years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Damn.
When I first started learning how to play Dhol, not even play properly, but just learning.
How old were you at this point?
When I started, I'd say about 4.5.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Yeah.
Damn, it's been doing it.
That's wild.
Since about 2003, I would say, is when I started actually picking up classes.
10 years.
Damn.
Is that standard 10 years to be working with Ustad, or is it just because you started so early?
I just started very early, man. I just kind of went for a while, and then obviously I just got busy with school and work, so I didn't really get to go back. But I do want to go back and actually learn under his guidance a lot more. There's so much more I've yet to study and learn from him. So
anybody who's learned from him knows when you're going to sit with him, especially if you're going one-on-one, if it's an hour lesson, you're gonna talk for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's similes, metaphors, and all that kind of stuff involved, and then stories, and then you'll probably get about, we say that's accurate, 15-minute lesson, 20 minutes lesson. That's all it was for me. It was what it was.
Ustadji did a very good job of actually teaching us the meaning behind everything as well.
Okay, that's good.
He definitely helped us understand what it was that we were playing on Dhol.
Right.
And why we play it.
Everything's written out in notes in
Absolutely,
that time,
man.
where
I have a notepad.
if you talk to any Dholi from India, they'll be or anywhere, they'll be our dad or our uncle would just play this, go.
And just do it.
There's no notes or nothing like that. They just do it, and they come out good too. I'm not say that's bad, but it's a different structure.
Yeah.
I think most India Dholis kind of just learn from watching as well, and understanding how to speak the bowls that we learned as kids as well when we were learning. But I mean, for us, most of us kind of picked it up just by repetition, and then playing in competitions and weddings also just kind of helped build that skill set for us to actually be able to play properly. But I do have to say that if it wasn't for the guidance I had with Ustaad Lal Singh Bhatti, I would never have learned the basics to basically help me be a solid Dholi.
Yeah.
That's the basic thing about Dhol. Probably any instrument is you just need to get down the basics, the core group. Then you can pick up other stuff easier. Could, we still pick up new stuff every day. You hear
so many different variations.
A variation, or you could pick it up quick.
Yeah.
Or it helps you pick it up as long as you know the basics. The basics is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How important was that for you though, to learn the meaning behind it instead of just kind of the raw skills? Do you feel that helped develop your passion for it in any sense?
Absolutely. I think it helped me have a better appreciation for Bhangra and Dhol for what it is.
Yeah, because for people like me, I mean, I'm not an artist by any means, so we just see kind of like the final product, right? We see you know, in rhythm and doing your thing, polished. But there's a whole story, I bet, you know, behind, and the whole process behind that, just like with anything else, you know, learning any other skill.
Yeah, it's all the years of training.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the hours of sweat practice.
Yeah. God,
you're not getting yelled at by your parents.
Shit.
So were your parents supportive of it? Like, I know
Absolutely.
when I grew up, like, my family was like, you know, being older than you, my family was like, this is kind of new, you know, like, no one in our line did music, you know what I mean? We're all like just...
Yeah, no, like my parents were absolutely supportive of it.
That's awesome.
I mean, having come from a musical background, obviously they definitely knew that, like, this is something he can definitely pursue.
That's cool. That's an advantage.
And I love my parents. They've always been supportive of me in getting me to this point. So I owe it to them, and I owe it to Ustadji for helping me, guide me to this point where I'm at right now.
And your parents are still
absolutely, yeah. Awesome. They definitely still keep pushing me towards it, which is amazing.
Do you do this full time now? Or you still? I remember.
No.
You're working. Or you're still working, right?
I still work for I was working for a dental company.
Okay.
I walked out of that just for personal reasons, but outside of that, I'm studying, and then I do Dhol stuff full time.
Oh, dope! That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's crazy that you can actually these days, like, you know, for being a musician in Cali, Punjabi or Indian, like a musician, you can make a full-time living. That's dope.
Yeah, that's special, man. I mean, I remember like talking to you about it, right? You always say like there's enough work to go around for everybody, right? Especially here. And there's a pretty big scene.
You're gonna get it. You're top of the top.
I gotta say one thing, man. My credit to how I also play is to this guy right here.
Oh yeah.
I've been watching him ever since I was a kid. So dope. My style of playing is definitely a combination of Ustadji, you, and actually most of the Dholis older than me, like Suki, Ustad, you, Raju Bhai, Raymond, Raju from Canada. A lot of the older generation of guys that grew up playing Dhol in your time. People that I grew up watching, it's like you guys paved the way for the rest of us.
We just did it, you know, just like Bhangra, folk style, you know. That's what brought us all together is the folk style, you know. So that's the best. And how is it? I mean, I see Dhol from a different perspective. When I was in the game, like you know, I've kind of been out of it a good what would you say, maybe 10 years. I kind of cut down years ago, maybe 8 to 7 years ago, I cut down like the Dhol gigs. But like now I see it as just like, wow, you guys can do events pretty much every day, multiple events a day, and I love it, man. I'm here for it. Like, I love it. I love to see it, you know. Like, it's crazy. Tell us about a typical like week for you as a Dhol player only. So like, what days are your events? Like, what's a crazy week for you? What's a slow week? Like, 'cause I think people want to know, like, dude, these guys like move around quick, move to different locations. Like, how is it from someone in this era? Like,
it's I guess it's an interesting balance. I mean, for me, depending on how busy we are, I can have some weeks where I'm doing 4 weddings a week, or some days where it's just like one fat wedding all weekend long. It's a little hard to balance in terms of like time management, because you don't really get much time to do much else outside of like the gigs that we typically do. But I guess it just depends on the individual. But I think it's all of us in this industry, the gig industry, wedding industry. It's our type of work is very 50-50 in terms of like how to balance things out. Some days we're like busy all day long. Some days we're like, all right, we'll pick up an extra event just because you have the time for it. But
I remember like you could tell me about yours, but I remember I always talk to Sonny about this too. Like, the craziest week I had as a Dhol player was like in, I think, Memorial Day weekend of May 2010. And let me just tell you, like, so Memorial Day is big on weddings, right?
3-day weekend.
And then we have the Yuba City Midla, right? So like, I remember this weekend I was nuts. I think I started on Tuesday with like a jaggo, and then Wednesday I had like a jaggo, and then Thursday I started with a broth. And then I had a lunch reception, and then I had a jaggo in the evening. Friday I had a broth, 2 broths. Then I did a lunch reception, and then I did a night reception. And then that Saturday I was playing with 4 teams in the Midla, right? So live teams.
Damn.
Right? And then I was like, okay. So we had rehearsal for that. Then I went to a broth before that in the morning, rehearsal midday, reception at night. Then Sunday I had a broth in Yuba, and then I went to do the midla, which was like 11 o'clock. We started with some kids teams.
Yeah.
Then we went to our like old, like we had a Malway, the like style team. We did that. And then I'm like, okay, I get to chill out. But I had a reception after the midla
that night.
But then Sarv Jichima KS Mukhan guys were there. They're like, hey, we need a totally. I'm like, oh, dude.
You're not going to say no to that.
Yeah. And then I went to my reception. I get done with the reception. So I play with music. You know how that grueling that is. And Sarv Jichima walks in. He's like, hey, man, we're running it again. These guys invited me. I'm like, shit. So that Monday's a holiday. And one of my boys, at that time I wasn't DJ. He's a DJ. And he's like, hey, man, someone bailed on me. Can you make it for broth at lunch and a reception at night? And I was like, dude, okay, might as well at this point. At this point. Cool. But that Tuesday, I was fucking done. Like, I didn't move, I think, for like 2 days, dude.
Dude, I mean, even just one gig, it just looks like it's like such a workout for you guys, man. Like,
it
how
is
a lot of cardio.
Yeah.
If you ever wear like a Fitbit, like, and I've worn a Fitbit after crazy hit workouts and like basketball, all of an hour, like, kills all that calorie wise.
Just what is it about performing? You mentioned like performing with music in the background that makes it so difficult, would you say, relative to like performing at a midla or something different like that?
I'll let you start. Like, what's the hardest? Like, for me, hardest was on stage with the Bhangra team. That live, that always got me going. Like, it was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the it's funny. For me, live Bhangra has been the easiest. Playing with singers has been the hardest.
Why is that?
Just having to match their cues and how a singer wants their show to go. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with. Certain singers you haven't met ever and not knowing a lot of their music. Yeah. It's very hard to pick up on it when you're performing live.
Yeah.
Because I've done a lot of shows with singers where I've played live at a wedding. Mm-hmm. Some of the tracks I never heard before, so it is hard to pick up and be on beat sometimes. But like the thing with live Bhangra, it's like you rehearse the same set so many times over a course of a couple months. You kind of learn it already because it's the same thing over and over. But live shows for me has been fun nonetheless. Mm-hmm. Right. But absolutely probably one of the hardest things that has taken me a long time to learn how to perform properly. The style is just different, man.
Mm-hmm. Live singing, like, and I feel like with the way we were taught by our Ustaad, like, he came from folk Bhangra, and that's where we excel. Like with the bands and stuff, they play a total different way. Yeah, so the rhythms are the same, the variations are very basic, what they want. But then you have the band personalities. Like the main key guys always like have their favorite guy. So if you're not a favorite guy, you're like they automatically be like, hey, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
have you experienced that? Yeah, I'm like, okay, but like whatever. Yeah, but nonetheless, it's experience, and then once you get used to it, like. It's cool, but it's just different. I think. Yeah.
I mean, I never knew how to play properly with live bands until the first couple times I've done it, and it's different when it comes to competitions, and way different when it comes to singers.
Oh yeah, like way different.
It's the same instrument, but the style and the tempos, and it's a lot different when it comes to that.
Yeah,
you performed a couple times with Raf last year, right? Like at the festival and at the concert, right?
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
Honestly, that was probably one of the biggest moments of my life.
Oh, really?
Performed at Portola last year.
Yeah, Portola, that's the one. Yeah,
that was fun. I was actually coming back from a trip, and I was at the airport grabbing my luggage when I got the phone call for that event the day before the show.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh, wow. Short notice.
Yeah, very short notice. But I got the phone call, and I was just told that, like, hey man, he stole these, and I was like, I'm in.
Yeah,
I'm not missing this opportunity.
Yeah.
But it's always fun jamming out with them, and I'm a big fan of Raf Bhatti's music, man.
We all are.
Yeah.
Shout out
to Raf-Saperra, man.
Yeah.
But it's I didn't think Dhol would get me where I am today. And like the rest of us, we all just started as Shonk Lakam.
Yeah,
we just saw an instrument that we just loved listening to and playing. We're like, I want to play what that guy's playing.
Yeah, and it just sounded cool. And then you fall in love with the sound. It hits you in somewhere, and just take off from there.
Yeah, Dhol's a different type of instrument, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I definitely notice is when I play Punjabi music for my non-Punjabi friends. They always notice the Dhol, and they always they're like, is that like bass or something that the producers adding? Like, no, bro, that's live. Like they have somebody in studio,
playing it,
recording it.
Yeah. Have you ever played on a live track? Has that opportunity come up for you yet?
It's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the works. I'm trying to. I've done a few mixes with a few DJs.
Okay.
I have a couple out. I've had some that I've done with DJ Hans. Yeah, actually, I've had most of my mixes have been done with him, and he's one of my favorite DJs as well. The guy's super well down to earth, and he's definitely helped me get a lot of mixes done. And yeah, I'm trying to make my own original music on Dhol.
Okay, awesome.
So I have some projects coming out. So I'm just not gonna say too much about it.
Yeah, of course. Keep your cards close, man.
Yeah. But I'm definitely sure you guys will hopefully enjoy it, man.
Yeah, I'm sure we will, bro. I'm sure we will.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Like I remember one of the like most irritating things, like I don't know if it happens still because I haven't like done a Dhol event. Like I mean, Suki talking about this one time. Like people will like call you and you give them your price for Dhol and they'd be like cut $50 off, right, and do this, do that, and you show up to their event and like you're like, damn, why is this person bitching over like $50? Like it's just like an Indian thing to get a discount. And they're like, they bitch over $50, and you go there and you see you're playing Dhol on a fucking $40,000 floral background, real roses, and you're like, wait, what? Like you get argue over $50 where you got a $40,000 floral wall here. I'm like, dude, at that time I was like, it's just, this shit is not like, it's not adding up to me. But do you experience that like with how it is now? Like I know when I like on the DJ's side get told these, no one really says anything to me like about like the pricing, but I don't know how it is dealing directly with people anymore about Dhol, because that was one of my last interactions with someone, and I was like, whoa.
You're like, I'm out. No, it just happens from time to time. I think some people, I understand some people's motives of like not having certain, wanting to be in budget with whatever their wedding expenses are. Obviously, you're having to put money down on a lot more important things for your wedding.
Yeah.
But I think people who genuinely enjoy someone's art and craft don't really complain too much about it in terms of pricing and rates and things like that. I say it this way: you can sell yourself however you want. If someone enjoys your work and enjoys what you do,
100%,
they're gonna want you there.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like they just have it doesn't matter what it is, what they got, what they don't. They just want that to know they got a fucking $50-$20 discount. Like, damn, dude,
it's in our blood at this point, honestly.
Yeah, like one of the last things I experienced, as I told you, was like I remember I got to an event. I actually experienced as a DJ too, and I'm like, they're like, hey, I was trying to get like I think it was me and Suki on an event, and they were like, oh, we already have like a second Dholi. I'm like, cool. They're like, he's really, really good, and I'm like, okay, cool. And like I pull up, and this guy did not know how to play. Yikes. So like I'm like, dude, like I'm not saying I'm the greatest, but like I can just hold a simple beat. That's all you need, right? Yeah. And like I feel like now, like what I see, that's kind of transitioned from my last days is like getting Dhol gigs and stuff, like to now, like there's some cities I go to and they just can't play Dhol. Really? And I'm like cringe. Me and Sonny, we just cringe. We get a bad Dhol, and I'm like, dude, I'm supposed to DJ with this guy, and like the beats are off. Like what's your thoughts on that? Because I know I have thoughts on like the DJ perspective of it, but like I feel like you shouldn't get into any craft without like doing your homework. And there's a lot of guys out there in the industry right now doing it, and they don't have the background to do it,
Damn, man.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You see the clips on IG?
We got to name no names with each other.
No, I know, man. It's just
everybody's sharing that with each other. Like one totally sharing the other bad. Totally like, look at this. Can you believe this?
Like, look, I admire the fact that there are people that actually want to play Dhol. I'd say we do have a lot more Dholis than we probably did way back in the day around your time.
Yes.
But I just think people need to understand how to play a Dhol properly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. I feel like people might look at it and be like, oh, it's easy, just like dun, 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 dun,
no,
but
no,
dude, there's a whole art behind it. And it's an instrument.
Technique.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like a piano or a violin or something. It's an instrument.
And I think
it's
hard like on some guys, because like I started, and they usually know that. And then like now I'm the DJ side of it, and then I pull up and I'm like, I got expectations, right? Like, I mean, like, I don't expect you to be, I'm not saying, like I said, I wasn't the best, you know, but like, I can hold it down. Yeah. But like, I expect you just don't even be the best, but just know the basics. The ABC. There's one, I'm not gonna even say any names. I can try to tell you after. But there's one guy I pulled aside and I said, "Hey man, listen, I like you. Like you're a great person, but you just can't play the dhol right. You're not ready yet. And I think you can get there. Take one summer off. Practice. Come back the next summer. And you'll be good." And you didn't listen. Still can't really play. I love this guy. He's a good dude, but like. Can't play, and I want him to like get better, but it's like here we are 4 years later or 3 years later, and where in dhol you can make a significant amount of progress in 1 year, let alone 3.
Absolutely.
And you're still at that same level, and I'm still kind of getting gigs with you. I'm having to say, like, no, you can't bring, because like DJ like your transitions are off, I'm off. I'm off, you're off. We have to be on the same page.
Exactly.
Right?
What do you do in that situation when the rhythm's off?
What can you do? I always tell this guy, like, bro, another one, like,
great.
We in Dallas one time, and you know the knock drop, right?
Yeah. Everybody knows the knock drop.
6, maybe like 500 people on the dance floor one time.
Everybody
and Dholi's there playing, and he just completely botched the drop. Like it was on him. It was just so bad, bro. But like, what does a Dholi think? Like nowadays, I know what I think is an old school Dholi, but what do you guys think? The new guys.
It sucks because you got me right in the middle. I grew up watching the old school and then seeing the newer guys younger than me play dhol too now, so I'm in the middle of it. I just think that again, people don't understand how to play it properly. I think Loki, they see a dhol, they like listening to it, they think it's a badass drum. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's hard day. That's how I think of it. This is our instrument. I just think people need to understand the reason why we play it, and then people need to understand how to play it properly. It's just how do I put it this way, man? Why would you learn something and then not want to know how to do it properly
and get better?
You can improve. I've seen myself improve countless times.
I remember when I first saw you play compared to how you played last night.
Exactly.
And I'm like,
like you've seen the amount of time we put in. It's just like, how much do you want it? How much do you enjoy it? Like
for some people, it's more about the bag a little bit, and that's why like if you tell a guy who's getting booked regularly to take a summer off and learn, he's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna lose money, right?
Do you think that might be? One I've told. I've seen guys. There's a guy in Chicago named, I think his name is Manit, and one time I was like, hey man, like I DM'd him and I was like, hey bro, it was good playing you last night. This is what you need to work on, bro. This kid in like 2 or 3 months, I'm watching his videos, just the most improvement. And he listened to what I said, and now he's killing it. Like he's killing it in Chicago, and he plays nice and like Mirta. So shout out to Manit, man. We got to give him a shout out. We'll tag you up, man. Like he listened, like he was just like, okay, this senior is telling me, not in a disrespectful way, but he kept doing his events. He didn't need to take time off. Like he kept doing it and improved. Like I remember that Sunday we talking about that in Milwaukee. Like this guy. He played with Jazzy and he killed it. Like,
nice.
That's so dope. Like, that's what That's how you gotta do it. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't get better overnight. I'm be honest. I learned to get better playing at gigs by going to gigs.
Yes.
And there were times where I couldn't know how to keep up with the tempo or how to understand how to play with the DJ's transitions, but just again, repetition, practice. That's all it is.
Because it's probably tough to simulate that environment when you're just practicing at home versus when you're at a live gig, right? Because if you're at home, could you like wear headphones or something and listen to music while you're playing?
I'll play mixtapes and just with my headphones and just practice to certain sets. That way I just know how to keep up with tempos and beat transitions.
You'll be surprised how much stuff we pick up driving. We always have a lead with us, right? Still to this day, like I have one and I'm just on there. That helps your stamina. And if you're like I'm sure you've done this, like if it's loud at night, you want to practice, family members sleeping, you can just put pillow sheets on. Tape a little pillow sheet. I used to put a pillow sheet or a pillow and just so you still have the width of the door.
And you get the rhythm of it. Just not the noise.
Anything to block sound.
Yep, I used to put a blanket over mine. Still loud.
Exactly.
Still loud as hell.
It's good that we're getting this insight on like the process behind it, right? Because like I said, for people like me, we just see the end product. There's a whole it's like riding a bike, man. It's an instrument, you're learning something.
It's not easy as people think, I feel like what I really want to see in Cali, and you can tell me your opinion on this, like how England, like they have their dhol sets. They'll have like I think 3, sometimes 5, 7 dhol players, and they have dhol groups. They come in and they're just a full show. At first, when I was in the Dhol game, I was like, I don't know about this, you know. And then now, as I transition to becoming the DJ, I'm like, dude, this is fire. It's a whole different element. They come in, and I don't think we can get that here because I don't think we have the numbers of Dholis they have. You got a small town over there like South Hall, for example. They probably have 100 Dhol players, maybe more, that can do it on the side, come in for 10 minutes, and then they just party jump. They'll do a 10-minute set here, and they'll go to another one.
Is that like what Lethal Dholis used to do back in the day?
No,
or is that
was us here. We didn't have the manpower. We tried. It just didn't work. We were too far apart in distance. Like one guy 2 hours away, one guy 2 hours this way. Like we had it going for, I would say, maybe 4 or 5 gigs, and it blew up in those 4 gigs. So, but then we couldn't do it anymore. Yeah, we had this guy Mitch leading it. Mitch Hare's badass Dhol players and showman, and then it was the other 5 of us. He was just kind of like doing it all, and then he was just blowing up to another level at that time. So he had to go doing his own thing. You know what I mean? He was like our Justin Timberlake. Yeah. He had to leave in sync. But you know, and then we tried it, and it was what it was. I mean, the fact that you're still talking about it, you know the name. 20 something years later, I'm like, okay, those 4 or 5 events did something, you know. Maybe you heard about it, maybe you didn't, I don't know.
I found out through YouTube. My cousin just showed me, but he's like, check this shit out.
So that was the, but that's what they do out in England, and I don't know if we can do that here. Like, what do you think? I'm sure you've been approached for it.
The group,
the Dhol groups,
I think it's a great idea. It's just, again, how easy is it to get a group of guys together to want to do this
and work on a set? It's tough.
I think it'd be great.
It would.
I mean, I see a lot of people trying to do live band things now. In the U.S., which like we used to not ever have.
I think Suki and me started that a while ago. I think we probably with
actually, you guys were.
I think we started that one in
Cali,
2013, maybe around there, and then I think Suki started all that pretty much. Shout out to him. He's the one that got that going out here. And from there it kind of blew up. Now it's a lot of people doing it, so it's a good thing.
I think like the idea of like a live band thing at weddings and stuff is very awesome actually. But then it's like with us, we're also spread out. We kind of just have our own different little pockets and cities of venues that we can do, and like we're all busy in our day-to-day lives as well. So it's like not that easy to get everybody together for this.
But the Dhol groups I think is definitely cool. So England, I think they can pull it off with the amount of people they have, like amount of Dholis they have.
Like England. I feel like every Dhol group that I've seen in England, it's just like 6, 7, 8 guys all together, and there's just so many.
The scene is wild.
I was at a family member's house one time, like 2012, and he's like, my friend's coming over, and my nephew, he's kind of like in the DJ game too. He's like he does production and stuff for one of the companies out there, and he goes, he's a Dholi too. I'm like, oh, sick. And then we were just jamming out. Then like an hour later, we're eating roti, and I hear another Dholi playing, and then we're leaving. I hear another Dholi playing from this side, and on one street there was like 4 legit Dholis. And then he was telling me, he's like, oh, this guy doesn't get along with this guy, there's beef. And this guy, I was like, oh damn, okay. Well, that's pretty dope. But that's how they can I think do it. They got the numbers, man. It's cool though.
No, the scene in the UK is different.
UK scene is fire, man. Different. It's different vibes.
Have you guys done gigs out there at all?
Not yet, no.
You know, I was supposed to do a good bunch, but then COVID hit, and then they went my off. But I've done 1 or 2 out there, and it's pretty cool.
I bet the crowd is the crowd any different than it is when you get out
they're
here?
A lot more. I feel like they're a lot more open, social. They just go with the flow. Like rarely anybody bothering DJs.
Oh wow!
Like sounds like events I've been to. Like I went to my nephew's wedding like last year, and like literally no one just. The guy was just chilling, doing his thing, and then they're just open to, and they play so much different stuff at random times, and everybody's open to it. Like,
that's dope. That's awesome.
It's cool.
What would you guys say to somebody who's like deliberating between like, should I have a singer at my reception or jago or a Dholi? Like, you know, what kind of difference does that make with the event, like the energy and all that?
I think having a Dholi at your event is obviously probably one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, of course.
It just it adds a different effect to your party. And plus, dude, like people enjoy dancing to Dhol. That's the reason why we play it in the first place.
Because it adds a step. Like, it adds a little punch, you know? Like, and it's always like a lot of people don't think about it this way, but like I always like tell people like, yo, you never know in a venue when your power can trip, you have an issue.
You need somebody there.
You need someone to fill in, right? There you go. You know, like so if you don't have a Dholi, it's like you're missing out. It's gonna be dead silence. Then it's gonna happen.
Ashi, has that happened to you like recently at all, where you had to like kind of step in?
I've done that plenty of times. It's happened. Power goes out. too much power being used on a lot of the speakers for the DJ equipment. You've experienced this probably plenty of times. But yeah, I've had to cover in for a hot minute on just going batshit crazy playing live.
It happened a lot in my day, man. Like one time I had to cover for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because back then, like the equipment like that they had, the DJ equipment, it would pull a lot more power because it's older technology.
Right.
And then we didn't have the knowledge on power. Now we have like distro boxes, spider boxes, so the chances of power dropping now like really slim. It rarely happens. Rarely happens compared to back in the day where I was like every other party
there's a power strip anywhere.
I think even I don't know if you guys saw the clip of Sukha was performing at the festival in the Netherlands and his speakers stopped working or something like that, and he had to like go backstage for a little, and people were getting mad at him. I was like, I mean, I don't know the full situation, but it sounded like there was some sort of equipment issue there.
That's obviously not his fault.
That's
whoever sets up.
That's an audio issue.
But I think having a Dhol is definitely essential, especially Punjabi party. And I feel but I do feel like the Dhol is appreciated more in non-Punjabi, like South Indian parties, like Gujarati. They just show Dhol a different level of appreciation and love, man. Would you agree?
I think it's both ways for me. I think just in general, people that I've met over the years just enjoy Dhol. I think it just varies.
Overall, like energy they show towards Dhol is like a different appreciation than what Punjabis like in some aspects.
Is it maybe because
Punjabis appreciate it, but we're used to it.
Yeah, like they don't have it in their music, so it's probably like, oh, this is like a different, type of sound. That's pretty dope. Like
they love it.
I grew like my childhood group of friends are all non-Punjabi. I grew up in like San Jose, Evergreen. Like it's a. I mean, there's Punjabis there, but there's a very diverse melting pot of like all kinds of Indians. So like I have like Gujarati friends, obviously that's North Indian, but like a lot of my friends are South Indian, and they're always like, man, like I had a graduation party when I graduated college, and even that they're like, yo, it's about to be so dope. We didn't even have a DJ, it was just me on an aux cord, but I was just playing Punjabi music the whole time, and we turned up. So yeah, they definitely they get excited for Punjabi parties for sure, or if there's like a Punjabi artist or Dholi or something.
Having a singer at your wedding, I think it just depends on y'all, like the crowd, right? Like if you guys, some people are like, well, singer's gonna take over the attention. Well, I mean,
if
that's
you're cool
part of the 40 minutes, but it's 40 minutes. Like you're not gonna let the singers sing hours, right? 45, an hour.
Yeah, you hired him for a set. He's gonna do a set.
You think about Punjabi like artists, like there's only like a handful you can get like that could kill a reception. I feel like 'cause if you see the same 4 or 5 guys circling Cali like scene, right? Like or like everywhere I go, Jazzy's the main guy. Miss Pooja, Malki, Sherry Mon's like 4 people I think do the most gigs, right? I don't think there's anybody else. But you have to have a certain catalog like that can fit your parents' age, your age, that knows everybody music. You get someone who's kind of new.
The older folks are gonna, I feel like somebody like Raf would be a dope. Just his voice could probably carry an event like that. But the older folks might not be as. But the cool thing about him is he can perform like old school shit and like it's nothing
old style.
JK also.
That's another one.
Anyone who has a folk like voice can rip it. And like a good catalog. They have JK and Raf both got it.
Even like G Sidhu was at the Mila in Yuba City, and his voice is pretty dope live too.
Folk voice.
He's got a folk voice for sure.
Sick, man. What advice do you have for like someone who wants to be like a Dholi, like coming up in the near future? Like say there's some kid watching right now, he's like wants to do it, and it's like something he wants to take seriously. Maybe you do full time, maybe you do part time. What? Obviously, other than learn properly. That's
other than actually
respect the basics.
Respect it. Man, I think it's just it's just. I think it's based on the individual. If it's something you understand and it's like, I want to be, I'd say I put it this way. If you find it that you're wanting to play an instrument for the sake of your fulfillment and enjoyment, do it. I don't care what instrument it is.
Yeah.
It could be a violin, piano, guitar, freaking anything. I think
whatever. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say like whatever Joey thought that like you should definitely pursue it. And like, what's gonna hurt from not wanting to pursue learning something new? What are you gonna learn a new skill? That's it.
Worst case scenario.
That's gonna be good for your brain too.
Yeah. I bought a tumbi off of Etsy the other day. Like I said, I grew up just.
I'm surprised you can get a goddamn tumbi off Etsy.
Dude, it took a while, man. It took almost like 2 months to get here. But
not even Amazon. Try Amazon.
I didn't try it. I looked on Amazon, but they look kind of janky on Amazon. So. But yeah, like I didn't come from a musical background, right? Like not even my family. I just grew up kind of liking the music, right? Like listening to like my parents' CDs and stuff. So I always thought like, all right, if there was an instrument, what could I like do? And I feel like a tumbi is easy because like I'll just, I work a 9 to 5, I work from home, so I'll just have it there. And sometimes when I'm on a break, I'll just like kick back and just like start playing something. So that's something that I feel like, even just that, I mean, I know how to play like maybe 2 songs. Like the first song I learned was like Tere Tile Toh by Monik, and when I got that down, I was like so happy. I was like, yo, but like just that alone, like learning a little bit, just learning a new skill, it's dope, man. It's just it's good for your brain, you just start to like develop new perspectives and all that stuff. Use the left side of your brain, I guess.
So like I started with Dhol, and then like now I'm slowly trying to learn like Dholki as well. Kind of the same concept, but like it's a little different, and the style is a little bit different. And like obviously we're used to playing with Dagantili in our hand on Dhol, so playing Dholki is it's not that easy. I never learned how to play. It's funny, a lot of people ask if I learned how to play tabla before. I actually never learned how to play tabla. It's just been Dhol.
I used to get that a lot too. Do you play anything else?
No, Dhol, man. But Dhols led me to want to learn other instruments, which is nice.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself like in the future going with this? Because I know I like transitioned out kind of. I was like my thing was like I still love it, I still want to do it, so play, but I kind of wanted to get out of the scene with it. I was like not kind of done for it. I felt like I've reached what I can do. Like I've done what I wanted to do as far as
you found
performing for it. And I'm still gonna play it my whole life, like, but I'm not gonna like I wanted to go to the next transition. What I thought was next.
For me, man, I very much enjoy doing the gigs that we do. Like this wedding stuff. This is all cool. It's always is. And I love doing what I do, which is playing Dhol and watching people dance on Dhol, man. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, it's good to be content, man. Like I said, I was just I was at a point where I was like, okay, am I gonna just do this now, or do I want to go to like another phase of it, which I think DJing is another phase of where we start at, right? So I was just, then like I'm start slowly getting into producing. But do you see anything else like that? I
mean, I'd like to want to start producing music with Dhol. I think that would be great. That's something I'm trying to do. So the small little step by step, little stepping stones.
Definitely doesn't happen overnight.
It's a whole process. I'm trying to get my foot into a lot of different areas to see where it works.
And pick one and then just focus, laser focus on that.
Yeah, man, it's been fun so far. I just didn't think it'd get to the point where I got to now.
Right.
And it's like I can choose to lay low and kick back, or I can just keep pushing, man.
Yeah. How important do you guys feel it is to like kind of have your own like brand as a Dholi, or especially now with social media, right? Like I feel like Ashi, with you, like your brand is very consistent, and whenever I see your gigs on Instagram, you always got the moch, you always got the glasses, like you have a very recognizable brand and face, so where like people will see you and they'll hear you play and they'll remember you. It's like given like the maybe the potentials like saturation, like how many Dholis there are, like how important is it to have your own kind of thing to like stand out?
I think this goes for all Dholis. We all kind of have our own individuality in terms of like how we play and how we present ourselves as Dholis. Like we hold ourselves to the traditional values of what it is, but not every Dholi is the same.
Right, of course.
Every Dholi's got their own style, so it just kind of, I think it just depends on the individual themselves and how they present themselves. Like I've always wanted to keep myself as, how would I put this? I would call myself a folk Dholi with a modern touch. So I like to keep my style traditional and just blend it in with any and all aspects of music.
Right. Can you guys do your best to put words to how you differentiate between different styles? Right? Like what's the difference between, like if you're explaining it to somebody like me that doesn't know anything about music, just likes it sound, what's the difference between like a folk Dholi and a modern Dholi?
I'm gonna have you take over this one.
Yeah.
I think there's the style.
Yeah.
There's like in us we can see like the swing of the basic beats called like jaw, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you can tell with the way they play the swing of the dhol, right? Well, how it's how they curve like the structure of the beat, and then how the dhol sounds. Folk dholis have a different looking and different sounding dhol.
Yeah.
Then you got like universal guys. Like Ray is the most universal dholi I've ever seen.
Shout out to
He
Ray.
can fucking play anything, and rhythms that are just like insane.
Yeah.
And like because he could play the Gujarati style, you know, whatever style you need him to play, but he could come down to Punjabi folk as heck too. So like he's probably the most versatile like dholi I've ever like laid eyes on, and plays probably the most cleanest and loudest without showing you he's hitting the dhol. You just think he's barely doing anything,
and it just
but he is so loud because he has the technique down, and he taught dhol. I think accredited in like a high school system out there in Canada. He used to, but so like that like is the exception of what I've seen, right? So everybody else, I can usually tell, okay, the band or he's folk, or he plays with DJ. Like you can tell, you know, there's different ways you can tell. That's how I can tell.
Yeah. I think it's just we have a keen sense of hearing, and we pick up on what exactly someone's playing, and it's very easy for us to understand. You know how modern or how folk they're playing.
There's ways to there was a while I could hear a dholi and I can tell you where they're from without even seeing them by the way they play.
That's interesting.
Like the UK, they used to do all the long intros, and their swings are different than ours. Like they would do like a 16 bar jaw compared to like 8, or like you know what I mean. Like they would do a longer jaw count, less hits, like structure, and you'd be like, okay, that's a straight barrel dhol, right? We never use straight barrels in America.
What's a straight barrel?
Straight barrel, like a dhol, has a dead down, right? Like it's a curved in the middle to give it a deeper sound. Whereas UK, they brought out these straight barrels, so there's no dead down.
There's no width to it.
Okay, it's just
straight.
It's just slender. Slender build.
Nice.
It's a slim fit dhol.
Yeah.
I think one thing we should touch base on.
What's up?
Kind of building on what you said is like somebody that wants to learn. Like YouTube and all that shit's great, right? But sometimes you need that
one-on-one,
hands-on.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? There's nobody that really teaches anymore. Same thing like Dhol, right? Like, I feel like you guys had a lot of expertise.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the kids. Like I would love to teach my son one day, but I have a great connection.
Absolutely,
I got such So I got the connects, but like people might not have that connection.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's a good thing. I was actually gonna talk, but it slipped my train of thought. I was gonna say when we learned, we could only learn from Bhatti, right?
Yeah.
So like the time of learning when we learned, we had to go and sit for that hour. I had to drive an hour and an hour back to get a lesson for an hour, and then sometimes when he stopped coming to Roseville, I had to go to the Bay. So it's 2 hours, and he'd give me just a ton of stuff to practice on for 3 months, and then come back in 3 months. Yeah. But now, like, there's a guy on, like, if I had, like, Simply Dhol on YouTube, right? Like, dude, like, it's there.
Yeah, it's there.
So it's good, and then there's more guys. If someone really want to learn, they can hit up Ashi or so can be like, hey, we're going to pay you whatever you want. Teach us. I'll come to your house one time a week or wherever you want to meet for an hour, and you show me. You can learn now like this. It's there, right? Yeah. Would you teach someone if they came and asked you for it?
I would, but there's a step, there's a proper way that I want to actually start teaching. I myself have not learned everything on Dhol properly. Right.
But someone want to learn the basics. I can teach the basics. You can teach the basics.
Yeah.
And then you can say, this is all I'm teaching you. Everything else you're on your own.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask over the years. My only reason of why I haven't decided to take up any students or provide any classes is I wasn't the best oldie at the time either.
Right.
I was learning myself still.
Right, yeah.
And I'm still not the best. I still have a lot more to learn, man. Dhol is something that
You're
takes
always learning.
years to understand.
Yeah, you gotta learn your whole life.
Yeah.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah.
But like I have, let's put it this way, I have a lot of respect for Dhol for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And my Ustad being Ustad Lal Singh Bhatti, the amount of time and effort that he put in to actually teach me over the years, I want to still be able to use the gift and knowledge that he gave me and pass it down for other generations. But I want to do that with his blessings first. I did not want to put myself in a position of being able to teach without having become a teacher myself, and I'm not. I am not in the position to do that.
Okay.
So for me, it's one thing I got to do, and I'm gonna give myself so much shit for this, but I spent so many years where I should have gone and actually sat with Ustad and taken those lessons from him when I did, but I was young at the time, and I didn't really know much either. It's like I finally got to a point where I have the time now, so I'm actually actively trying to go back to him and just learn as much as I can.
Right.
And until he gives me the green go, I'm not gonna want to teach anyone.
Yeah. Because
so it's out of respect for him.
You're representing him.
Yeah.
Right. And anyone that you teach, like, you know, if they ask, like, where'd you learn? Oh, I learned from Ashi. Ashi learned from Ustad, right?
I consider Ustad my Ustad, but I also consider gentlemen like this guy as also an Ustad for me, because I grew up watching him as a kid. I grew up watching Suki and Raju and Raymond and Raju Johal and Mitch. So a lot of these older guys all of them are my Ustads to me. Because I learned how to play Dhol watching all of them. Yeah,
you got a Dhol education and proper education. That's dope.
I've spent years just trying to understand this craft that we all very much love and enjoy.
Yeah.
And thanks to you guys, I've been able to get to this point.
No worries, man.
So I got to give props to you, man, and Ustadji and everyone else that laid the foundation for us to be able to be in the position we're in right now.
Yeah. Right. Dhol's a great thing, man. Like, if I just do think that there's more resources now to learn.
Yes.
I don't know if there's no old school style. I think we're blessed because we had the true old school style way of learning. I don't know if that's going to be around much longer, but there's other ways. I mean, technology's come a long way. There's even like Instagram videos teaching you how to play like a simple child. So like, I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. You like it or not, I mean, that's the way it's going. Yeah.
I mean, you can learn online through Instagram and YouTube and all these, videos that are available, which is awesome. But it's the understanding of what the instrument is and does. It puts a deeper meaning into someone, and you end up having a lot more respect for what it is you do.
Right.
When you have that understanding, and that you can only get one-on-one.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
someone who's walked down this path.
Yeah, like, because it's great that it's more accessible, but it's also a balance of you want to be able to preserve, like,
the actual art
essence
itself,
of what it is. Yeah, because that could get potentially lost as you go, down generation to generation, right? If you're just learning through an internet versus one-on-one, I'm sure there's a big difference there.
Yeah.
We'll end off with like a little speed round. So I guess the first one would be like, in terms of Punjabi music.
Okay.
Is there an artist right now who you would love to like perform with, collaborate with in any shape or form, get on a track with, somebody that you maybe haven't had a chance to work with yet?
Oh man, dude, I gotta say, probably one of my. That's probably because this song is just so damn good, man. I gotta say, Gut Knowledge would be so sick.
Yeah, for sure.
His song, I'm gonna say it, motherfucking Gubba.
Yeah, please say it. Yeah,
I'm gonna say it, man. Please, that goddamn song.
The version is so much better.
I heard both versions, and I'm like, it's great. I understand it, but the first original just sounds way cooler.
It does. It does. It 100% does. We all know it. Yeah.
Like, I was jamming out to it last night at the party. I was just going in, man.
Yeah.
The track hits. It's awesome. It's different. It's so different, and he still kept a sort of folk Punjabi touch to a song that we haven't heard in our genre of music ever.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, he's dope, man. He does a really good job at that too. Like, I don't know if you guys were at the show in you were there in Oakland, but his energy was just incredible. He went for like 2 hours straight, and he took like one little break, but he rips it, man. He's a dope artist.
Guns, he's dope.
Yeah. All right. Somebody that, like, an artist that you feel is maybe a little underrated.
Underrated? Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. In terms of
someone that you feel like
mainstream, man, there's
should get a little more respect.
I feel feel like everyone's doing really good in terms of like their music.
Yeah.
Damn. I gotta say, I'm gonna put out our own boy Gulshan, man. Gulshan saying,
yeah.
I think he's got some cool stuff he needs to start putting out, man.
Yeah.
He's I know he's got some
he's got some
hardcore music that he's in the works, but
yeah.
I mean he's definitely someone who can pursue this really well. He just needs a little bit of the push, man.
Yeah.
He's definitely has the voice and drive for it.
Yeah.
So I always try and push him to put out
Shout
some
out
more
to
stuff,
Gulshan,
man.
Yeah, he's a talented guy. He can sing. He can play Dhol. He can play algoze. Like
He's
he's
all in one band
Do
guy.
a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Gulshan.
Sick.
We'll have him
Gulshan
on.
Mamaji, my bad.
Of course.
Your top singers.
Yeah. Give us your top 3.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Top
Give us
4?
your Mount Rushmore. Fuck it.
Mount Rushmore of singers.
Yeah.
Just okay. My all-time favorites. Surjit Bendrakia, of course.
Legend. Go.
I like a lot of the old school guys, but if I would say new school, I have to put.
It could be any, new or old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Surjit Bendrakia. I'd have to put Kuldeep Manak Saab. Yeah, I have to. I gotta put JK on that list, man.
Folk.
That's a great
Yeah.
shout. Yeah, that's a great shout.
What, I got one more?
One more, yeah.
Oh, man. Bendrakia, Kuldeep Manak, JK. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. There's just so many. There's
So many.
That's the problem.
There's
so many
no
singers.
wrong answer here,
Exactly.
honestly. Yeah.
It's rough. Who's this one guy that just came out with this song, Giovanni from England? Raj Hare?
I don't even know.
I think his name's
Raj Hare?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got coming out. His
Yeah.
one song, Giovanni, is badass.
He's a new guy, right?
He's a new guy.
Okay.
I think he's from England, right? I think so. But yeah, I'd put him on the list of
We need
in terms of a new
We
guy.
need Sonny to fact check this for
Yeah.
us.
Raj here?
Raj Hare.
The Frenzy song?
Yeah.
I got a chance to listen to it yet.
Oh, dude, it's dope.
Yeah.
We'll listen to it today.
I've been bumping that on the drive, in
Yeah.
the gym. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
What
Yeah, I
about
think. Yeah.
top 4 non-Punjabi singers?
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's one thing we haven't asked
Top 4
people.
non-Punjabi singers?
Yeah.
Any genre?
Any genre.
God, we're talking actual singers though.
Yeah. Or it could be rapper too.
Rapper, oh,
we'll
man.
lump all of them together.
I'm a big on jazz music, so I'm a big
Okay.
Frank Sinatra guy.
Dope. No,
So,
that's awesome. That's a
Frank
great shout.
Sinatra, man, for surely one of my top non-Punjabi singers.
Mhm.
Oh man, dude, I don't really listen to a lot of like non-Punjabi like singers.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot more of like just these songs and,
Yeah.
and like house music. So if I would
Mhm.
go into like, you know, techno and house DJs, I would have to put Rufus Du Sol,
Okay.
Fisher. Oh man, I don't know too many outside of that. Yeah, Dad, I'm lost on that one, but I don't really listen to it. It's mainly Punjabi artists for me,
Yeah.
but non-Punjabi singers, yeah, there isn't too much outside of those few that I mentioned. And that's a whole wide genre.
Yeah.
Dude, I listen to everything. That's the thing, man.
Of course, man. You're a musician.
I can't have a single pick of what genres I like the best. Obviously,
Yeah.
Punjabi music's at the top of my list.
Oh, yeah.
It always will be.
Always.
Nothing comes above that.
Yeah, nothing does.
All right. I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ashi, for joining us, man.
you.
Like
You
I
guys
said,
for having me on here.
this is a long time coming. We've been wanting to have you on. I think it's cool because our last couple guests, we went away from California a little bit. We had JK and
Nice.
Bhuta Jagbal on last time, and then before that we had Japjit Sandhu from Texas. So we got a little bit of a audience
flavor.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that people that might not be as familiar with your work out in Texas and in the UK now can get exposure to you as
Thank
well
you.
as a
Thank you,
Dholis.
guys.
So
Yeah, man.
really excited for that. Is there anything you want to plug? Anything you want to promote coming up? We'll plug all your Instagram and socials and stuff.
I think you guys have got that
Yeah.
covered, man. I
Yeah.
do gotta say, follow their page, keep up
Thank
with their
you, brother.
content. These guys are gonna keep rolling out with some amazing stuff. I'm definitely so happy you guys started this,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
Appreciate
podcast.
that, man. It means a lot.
Like,
Shout out,
I've been
yeah.
watching you guys ever since you guys started, and I'm like every time I look at a new post, I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, we
Thank
try
you.
to keep it
Thank
unique
you.
and
Yeah.
not just repetitive. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Thank you guys
Shout
for
out.
listening. We'll
Peace.
catch y'all on the
Take care,
next
guys.
one, man.